Mhm. Just a second while I make sure we're live over here on Facebook so I can actually see your comments and answer them your questions as we go. I assume it will come up in a moment. Anyway, let's get this show started, as they say. My name is Amanda Sutherland. I'm an entertainer and an entrepreneur, and I love being creative and helping business owners find the way to express their own creativity. And one of the important things as businesses, we all have to have our branding right. And things like, and consistent. When you have consistent branding, people then start to recognize your brand. It's like Barb was saying in her live this morning, people come to associate brands with smells. So I'm just going to keep checking over here to make sure that I can see your comments because I am streaming to Facebook. So just give me a moment as I keep checking, just waiting for it to keep coming up so I can actually. It's funny how long notifications on Facebook take to get out there, don't they? Okay, I think we're live now. Wonderful. I'll just bring that up and I should be able to see some comments now. Make sure my volume's down so I don't want. Yep, good. You don't need to hear me in the background talking to myself. Hey, Bridge. Hey, Bob, and hey, Rita. I'm going to say, Rika, you're the best. I could not be here at this expo without Rika. I have had some health issues of late, and Rika, and having her as my beautiful VA, has just kept the things rolling. So thank you, Rika. That's my big shout out to Rika for the moment. Okay, so let's get back to us. So we're going to start talking about the brand kit in Canva today. And it's one way of actually making sure you have a consistent branding on every single thing you do. So yeah, it's just going to be, I find it exciting. I'm a bit of a branding nerd. I love to keep my branding consistent. I have my 3 colors, as you can see. I've got my red, my yellow, and blue. So everything I do is around the red, the yellow, and the blue. And Canva helps me to incorporate that through whatever I'm doing in different ways. So yeah, it's making we've all had that trouble where we've had to try and make our visuals stand out. And this brand kit is really the perfect way to help you do that. So with that in mind, let's dive in and have a look at the next slide. 2 seconds, I've got that one there. So go over this side. Okay, so hey Lucia. Hey, I can't pronounce, I hope I'm about to pronounce this wrong. Sanganang. I feel like I've just got that name completely wrong, so please forgive me. Please tell me how to actually say it. Hey, Lorraine. Yeah, and yeah, I do as well, Lucia. I love a great brand statement, and this brand kit is going to help you do that. So let's look at some of your experiences, your challenges that you have to go through as part of coming up with your branding. So before we really, really immerse ourselves in the world of Canva's brand kit, well, tell me about some of your experiences you've had with your branding. What do you know? What do you want to know? What problems have you faced trying to get an idea for your brand? Because it can be a problem and it can take a lot of time. So things like, have you ever grappled with the puzzle of creating the brand that generally speaks to who you are? Who are you? And who are your people? You've got to you've got to work there with what speaks to you, what speaks to your people. And part of that is knowing who they are and knowing who you are. So yeah, I'm not just here to present today. So drop your thoughts below and let's make this a conversation, because the world of design is a conversation. You talking to yourself, talking to your people, and working out what resonates and bringing it all together. Hey, Ariel. Yeah, Barb, I can hear that. You find getting sick of it after a very short time. Yeah, you like things to be very different. But that's where having consistent colors can help you. Even though you've got you've got different looks and images, you can then, you still keep your colors the same and work that through. So that's one, yeah. but once you find what's really right for you, you just run with it. You'll know. You will know. Trust me, you will know. So let's move on to our next slide. I'm just conscious of the time because I don't want to go over time. So what you see here in the background is actually a little snippet of my Canva brand kit. And these are all these colors in the background are my colors that I use. With Canva, you can actually tell it what your colors are. So when you then want to use them, you go in and you use those same colors every single time. And that's how you create your consistency. Because consistency helps, like I'm trying to think of an example of some consistency. If I was to say chicken, red and white, what company would that bring to mind, for example? Most people would automatically think KFC because they've got the red, white branding. McDonald's, everything you see with McDonald's has got the red, the yellow, and the white. So some of those things are definitely there. You've got to have that consistency because that helps people just to instantly know who you are. What have we got here? So it is all right. The brand kit is so easy to use once you set it up. It is really, really easy to set up. It is. And it just saves you having to go back. Okay, what color am I going to use? And you can even go, as we'll go into a little bit further, you can go into the fonts and set the fonts that you like to use so that you have consistency across the look. Now, you may change the imagery a little bit, but you'll still have that consistent font. You'll have the consistent colors, and that helps gel your brand together. So what have we got here? I'm just looking at my notes to make sure I stay on track. Sorry, my hat's fallen off. I've got to have my Christmas hats. It's Christmas time. Anybody that's known me knows I have about a 30-year tradition of wearing Christmas hats, and this is one my daughter actually made for me. So that's a little sidetrack, sorry. So what is the brand kit? I'm going to spend a moment defining the brand kit for you. It's more than a toolkit. It's the soul of your brand. It's the powerhouse of consistency. You can place your logos in there, your colors, all your fonts, all in one place. Think of it as the DNA of your brand. It ensures that every visual element is aligning seamlessly. Your colors, your fonts, your logos, everything, instead of being all around like this, it makes it seamless and cohesive. Oh, thanks, Rika. Rika's just saying she loves my hats. Definitely, Lorraine, it's definitely easy. Errol, you don't have the Canva Pro account? Oh my goodness, I'm surprised by that. I have the Canva Pro account and have had for years, and I tell you, I love it because there's just so much you can do. And so I've got to remember when I'm talking about Canva, what's not on the Pro account. It just gives you so much. So let's have a look. So colors, as we all know, have the power to evoke certain emotions. So part of your branding is also about working out what emotions you want to convey to your people, your tribe. So part of that is looking at the psychology behind the colors. Now, if you need help with that, I do have, in previous expos, I have done some talks on colors, and I do have a color masterclass that I ran that you can purchase the replay for as well. If you keep an eye on the expo, it'll come up in the feed for you. So, or just comment color, and I will pop that. I'll pop a link to where you can have a look at the replay. Now, so colors are, they help you choose your brand. So you got to choose wisely. And fonts, they're more than just pretty letters. They are the visual voice of your brand. And logos are your visual ambassador. And what that means is having something that represents you and that people can take a look at and go, bang, done. I know who that is. People who have now seen my little name up here with its 3 colors and my name in it, they know that's me. And that is really aligned to me. And that's once you've got that alignment to yourself and who you are, people are just going to go, yep, that feels right. And you will feel good about it as well. So why would we want to use Canva's brand kit? Canva's brand kit. Well, it's user-friendly. It's really powerful. Double check. It allows you to seamlessly manage and deploy your brand assets. It allows you to elevate your brand presence with just a few clicks. So you can actually are you ready to demystify this? Because it does actually, it sounds crazy. It sounds all mysterious. It's really not. It is so simple and easy to use that once you've done it, you're going to love it. I actually, in my brand kit, because I do work for multiple companies, I actually have a brand kit for each company that I work for, so that I can make sure I'm working in their brand, voice, their tone, their style, their colors, everything, so that everything I do for them is actually consistent as well. And it just makes it so much simpler to do it that way, because there's no getting confused. So now let's have a look at the next slide. As I was saying, it is so user-friendly. I find Canva to be very user-friendly. It's very easy. It's a major, major advantage. Since I've been using Canva for probably easily near on 10 years. Oh, it's just made designing content, designing images, all of that stuff so easy for me. Because I'm not a graphic designer. I can't draw to save myself. I really can't draw to save myself. But there are so many different templates that you can customize. You can get ideas. You can actually put things together to create your own ideas. It's just really useful in actually creating things for yourself. It's a playground, basically. You get in there and you play and you have so much fun. You really do. It is fun. I can actually get lost playing for hours. If I've got an idea where I want to create a certain type of image, I can actually spend hours just playing. And that's a really bad thing some days, because you have other things to do. But it's about using the tools to hand. And with the introduction of Canva's AI, it can actually give you fantastic starting points for what you're trying to create. So that's another little tip that we can go into in my Canva masterclass, which I'll tell you about at the end. So it actually helps you to streamline your assets, your brand assets, your logos, your colors, your fonts. You put them all into the brand kit. And you can even go as far as with the brand kit saying, I want this font to be this size and use this font when I want to do a heading. And I can choose, you can tell it the size, the color, bold, not bolded, all of that stuff. So you want to use a heading, you click on heading, drop that in and type your heading. It's as simple as that. You can do so many things in there. So you don't have to dig through your folders. You've got everything. Your brand kit is always on the sidebar in Canva. There's a little box with a little, like, trying to describe it to you. It's like a little rectangle box with like a couple of little files sticking out the top, and it's called brand. And that's where you store everything related to your brand. So if you need something, you can just grab, if you want your logo, you store it in your brand kit, and then you just click on the logo and it drops into Canva for you. It's so easy. It makes a very easy process of keeping things simple, keeping things consistent. It ensures that you bring harmony across everything. And because Canva, as a lot of you will know, Lorraine, having your brand kit set up, that's perfect. Yeah, it really supports your creativity. And as Reg is saying, when you create your brand templates, that makes things so much easier as well, because then you just having all that ready to go to your fingertips, it takes one element out of the design process, because it's the basis is there. You've just got to customize it then for what you're currently doing. It just creates consistency for everything, from your websites to your newsletters to your socials to everything you can think of. You can do it all in Canva. And the brand kit is the key to creating that consistency. It isn't just for designers. It was designed by Canva is a program that was built by designers for those of us who aren't designers. And it really is built to empower that little spark of creativity that is hiding in each of us. And we all have that. We all have it. We just have to unleash it. And Canva can be an incredible tool to help us unleash that potential and that creativity inside of us. So let's have a look at the next one. Oh, I'm running out of time here. Oh, I might have to cut this one short. I'm talking too much. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I do love Canva. I can talk for hours about it. So this is more examples of what it looks like inside of your brand kit. So up the top here, fonts for your brand voice. So this is what I was saying a little moment ago. You've got, it says add a title, subtitle, heading. So you could, these are actually from inside of my brand kit. You can actually see that I've got different fonts, different sizes for the type of text I want to use. Like you can see down the next one here, I've uploaded my brand essence. In this case, is my logo. So I can just click and easily click on that. And then you've got your, where it says color your world with consistency, which I'm actually sitting in front of. Can I move out the road? Let's see if I can move. I might see if I can move myself out of the road. There we go. I'll float on this side for a minute. You can actually, when you create your logo, Canva can actually pull the colors out of your logo to help you create the branding consistency that you need. So you can actually select that. Yeah, that's right, Ariel. It is so easy to use. It really is. And Ariel, you are a master. I need to talk to you, Ariel. You are a master. But yeah, so you can select all your colors. So these are all the colors I use. I've got light, bright versions. I've got dark. Oh yes, yeah, Reg, the brand templates are incredible. So this is only the tip of the iceberg of what you can put into Canva to make this job easy for you. So when you choose your colors, you also need to choose your main colors, but then have some hot, darker or deeper ones, so you can actually have that variety to keep it more interesting. So let's have a look. I'll put myself back over here and we'll go to the next slide. So this is, again, it's about talking about your assets, and then your assets are things like, yeah, it's, take a second. I'm going to take a breath here because, yeah, it's just, I want to keep going, but I can't. I've got to keep an eye on the time because I get so excited about this stuff. I really do. So when you upload your assets, you are crafting your visual signature. You can do this so easily by uploading your logo, choosing your colors, choosing your fonts. So your visual identity hub, that's what you can think of the brand kit as. It's your visual identity hub. It's not just a place to store things. It's the heartbeat of your brand's visual identity. Upload your logos, upload your colors, upload your fonts, upload your templates, everything that you want to use in your branding and your designs, upload it to the brand kit, and that helps you to keep your consistency, because that consistency speaks volumes. Colors, as we know, can speak volumes. You can dive into your palette. You can infuse your brand with colors that resonate with you, your essence, and that then makes it, the branding, resonate. If it resonates with you, it will appeal to other people because you're being authentic to yourself. The Canva ensures your color journey is not just visual, but emotional. It helps you to align everything. You seamlessly can upload. It really is so easy to upload everything you need to the brand kit. Your visuals, your rules. So basically what that means is, what do you like? What do you want to do? And how do you want to work it? You upload those. You decide how to use it. The brand kit there is the tools, and you decide how to use those tools. Yeah, it just allows you to customize things quickly. Sometimes you can open up a picture in Canva and you don't like the color, but you love the picture, but you don't like the colors. With a lot of the pictures, you can actually then open your brand kit and select the colors to customize that picture to make it feel more like you. It's just really a great way to amplify who you are, what your brand speaks for, and create that amazing consistency that we all look for. So let's move on to the next one. About halfway through, I'm going to have to speed through a little bit of this because I love Canva and I can talk way too long, too much about it. Okay, so this is some of the ways you can create a consistent color palette. So there's harmony in hues. So by crafting a consistent color palette with Canva, you can actually you can paint your brand with hues that resonate with you and your people. You can dive into the artistry of creating a consistent color palette. So you start with a palette of emotion. Your brand's colors aren't just shades, they're emotional tones. So choose them wisely. Canva can actually guide you to create your color palette and help you speak the language behind your brand. It's simple, elegant, and it has a profound impact. Crafting a consistency is an art. And your color palette, think of it as the brush stroke that paints everything together. You can simplify the process, ensuring that you get that elegance, the simplicity, and the profound impact in every hue of color. So there is a little bit of psychology behind color, and I'm only going to touch on the surface of it. So it's if you ever wondered why certain colors resonate with audiences, let's have a bit of a think behind some of that. Your brand kit doesn't just organize the colors, it orchestrates a simple, it's like, think of it like your music. It orchestrates an emotional symphony from your website to your socials to absolutely everything. So some simple things about color, like I love the color red, and that has very different meanings in a lot of people. For me, red is strength. It's being true to yourself. For other people, red is angry, envy. And exactly, Lucia, colors work the same as fragrance. Exactly. They have that power to combine everything and tell a story. So yeah, it's just, I'm going to take a breath because I could go for hours again. So basically, yeah, the palette allows you to do everything. It really does. It's creating something that's simple or as complicated as you want it to be. But I would always advocate for keeping it simple, because it's easier then for you to work with. It's easier for you to be more aligned to it. It's easier for you to feel comfortable with it. So let's move on again and see what we've got next. So picking your typography, that's a rabbit hole of its own. And once you do pick it, you don't have to stick with it. You can actually adjust and change it. But over time, you will develop a like of the way certain fonts read, the way some fonts don't read. So it's just a matter of, it actually also is another way of portraying your brand's voice. So you can explore the types of lettering you've got. Fonts are not just letters, they are your brand's voice. Canva's fonts allow you to empower and express your brand's personality through every word. So looking at the type of fonts, I like these kind of fonts here. This is actually Helvetica. It's actually my favorite font because I like it for its clarity and simpleness. But if that's not for everybody, other people love the fonts which have got more, I think they're called a serif, which is where you got the little ends on the bottom of them. I don't like that. To me, that's hard for me to read. So, but that works for so many other people. It's got to be true to yourself. What do you read easily? What works for you? What helps you portray the clarity that works, that is you? What is your clarity is basically. So you just you can pair different types of fonts for different things. Like I like bold for my headings. I like smaller sizes for my subtitles, all of that stuff. It's a matter of just going through and playing and working out what works for you. And over time, you will define it. And when you define it, what works for you, what you like, you just then duck into your brand kit and set the brand kit up. You're not stuck. That's for sure. If you change your mind down the track, you are not stuck. It's so easy to go back and just update your fonts to where you need it. But yeah, just trying to be consistent in what you do. It absolutely is important. Absolutely important. So just watching my time, so I haven't got a lot of time left. Let's see, what have I got on this next slide? Okay, so let's just have a quick couple of looks at some of the different tips for branding. So design decisions, crafting brilliance, strategic design decisions for unforgettable branding. So let's have a quick look at designing that'll help you take your brand from memorable to unforgettable. So things like design with purpose. Elevate your brand message. It's not just about the aesthetics. It's a good part of it, but it's not about the aesthetics. So it's about the purpose. Why have you used something? What's its purpose there? So think about that. Why have you created something in that element? Why is it there? That's the question you need to answer yourself. for me, for example, my brush strokes up the top here in the 3 different colors, they're my 3 favorite colors, and I am creative. So for me, having this brush stroke of the 3 different colors allowed me to embody and embrace my creativity. So it's just a matter, push, use it, combine everything, but don't put anything in there just because you can. Put it in there, everything into your branding. When you do, make sure it resonates with you. It's about creating that consistency. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's not going to be consistent to you. It's not going to work well when you try and move it across all your platforms. Don't forget, you also can then design a visual hierarchy. Oh, I'm just about out of time. Okay, I'm going to have to cut this short because I've spent too much time talking and I don't want to hold up the next one. We have got loads to go through. If you've got any questions, pop them in the comments and I'll come back later and answer those questions for you. And if you want to know more, I do have a masterclass on Canva coming up in February. Just move myself out of the road so you can see the link. Now, registrations are open now. I'll also pop the link into the comments and I'll pin it there for you as well. It'll be an hour-long masterclass and I'll be delving a little bit more in how you can create your social media templates and whatnot. But right now, thank you for joining me. I love talking Canva. I love just playing with the colors. I love being the creative side of things. So if I can help you in any way, let me know and we can reach out and have a chat. But otherwise, I would love to invite you to join me in my Canva masterclass in February, where I'll be helping you guide you through creating your own social media templates that you can then use across all your platforms. So thanks for now, and I will hop off here and let the next person come in and share their beautifulness. Thanks for now, everybody, and I'll see you back tomorrow with a very special live tomorrow. You're going to get to meet one of my favorite characters that I do, and her name is Elfie the Christmas Elf. So make sure you join me for Elfie the Christmas Elf tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you now.